Hello, I hope you're well. Well, it's been a really good first week. Not over yet, still working tomorrow. Um, but one of the things that I've seen in the time that I've been back this week is a common problem, which is with shoulders, neck, and upper back problems. And a lot of it is due to poor posture and seating. So a lot of my clients have said they've been working from home, they're getting radial pain going up into the neck, around the shoulder cuff rotator especially. And when we found out actually what could be the cause of this, 9 times out of 10 it is incorrect seating while at a desk, and normally like a makeshift desk at home. So one of the things that of what I would share with you is have a look at how you're positioning your right shoulder and the mouse if you're at a makeshift desk. It's interesting, we've talked a lot about elevating the actual laptop stand if you're using a laptop, and getting one of those desks that elevates it slightly higher, but also getting a mouse that supports and lifts the hand whilst also supporting underneath the elbow. So what I'm seeing is a classic drop down of the shoulder. So if you see here, if I mimic it, the upper trap is hyperstretched, it's overstretched. It causes the arm to drop slightly, causing tension on the muscles of the neck, also going into the nape of the neck. And what happens is, when we don't have a correct seating position, we're hunched and the shoulder drops down. Now it is difficult because we're working in abnormal circumstances, where normally if you were working from home and that was part of your normal routine, you would have an office chair, maybe a desk space, a study area, so that you could have that and have it ergonomically checked so that it's more comfortable. But I'm quite surprised a lot of people are actually just sitting on a sofa with a makeshift table in front of them and working on there. And as a result, I'm seeing a lot of tension in the neck and shoulders, but also potential issues going forward. So what can we do to change that? If you are working from home, just have a look at how you're sitting. If you are limited in space, if you can get a chair, and some of the office chair companies, they're doing some great ones online. If you can look for an ergonomic, a 6 or a 12-point chair that will give you this lumbar support and the support on the back. If you can't do that, then even just getting a pillow to support behind you, and make sure that whenever you can, you're avoiding this position with the eyes looking down. That if you can raise the screen, even if you have to raise the keyboard. And one of my clients had this idea, she's got like a little makeshift box, she's raised her keyboard, she's put a little arm support, and straight away within 2 days she's felt the difference. She's not got the numbness, the tingling that's going down, and also the pain that happens around this area here in the upper trap. Now we know that if we can bring a little bit of mobilisation in during the day, so some head turns, nice and slow, some inclines, and always repeating it on the other side. We can create that stretch, and also some nice shoulder circles back. And whenever you can, because you'll be primarily facing forward on the screen with the hands out in front, when every half hour just take the arms back, stretch out from that position. There are a couple of people who are actually looking as well at standing desks, and these can be a really good idea. Compression loading is greater when you're sitting down. It can kind of penetrate through the spine, because you can imagine you're sitting down, you're shortening the spine, shortening the vertebrae and the cartilage in between. So bringing in a standing desk is quite a good idea if you're doing a lot of computer stuff, and then alternating between standing and sitting for long periods of time. But again, if you're standing, when you buy these standing desks, and you can makeshift them yourself, but you want to make sure that as much as you can, you're facing forward, so that you're avoiding this position. It is quite difficult sometimes with space constraints, but just by making a few changes, you will notice a difference. As I say, I'm I would say 90% of issues that I'm seeing are coming from poor posture, incorrect seating position, and also as a therapist, you know, I haven't worked for quite a few months, and I've noticed that in the right shoulder where I'm starting, I can start to feel that little bit of tension. So if you're a therapist and you're going back and you're busy and you're booking clients in, you're doing the additional cleaning routines, you might be on the go a lot more. Whenever you can, a nice shoulder pull back, hands behind the back, stretching out, making sure that the chin is not poking too far forward, and release. And as a massage therapist and body mechanic, one of the things that I try to remember to do, as I'm human too, and we kind of can get back out into bad habits, is to actually pull in the core. So when I'm massaging or doing treatments, engage the core so that you're massaging through the body. But anything that involves taking the arms back, opening up across the chest, is really beneficial. So I hope you found that helpful, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.